However, I am a huge fan right now of is it Xiao Xiao and Wu Long? Get up, Xiao Xiao and Wu Long. Xiao Xiao is a 36-year-old. Yeah, this one. Go to the third one down there. This is a good one. She is from a province in China, and she's big on Chinese Tik Tok, and her friend Wu Long is kind of a hunchback, and Xiao Xiao has her own issues. But, and this transgender presenter in China seems kind of fun. Like, I know that we're all supposed to be afraid of China, but if this is what's going on in China, count me in. They've got this transgender presenter who's very polished and put together, who looks very good. She's like going the full, she's going the full, whatever it is, doing it, I don't want to say right, but doing it well. It's nice. I'm going to get in trouble for saying this, and people are going to get angry with me, and I don't know. I'm just saying sometimes it's nice to see a transgender person really try. Do you understand what I mean? Because I like effort in every part of life. Do you understand? It's not, I'm not simply requiring it of someone who's transitioning or changing genders. I want it all over the place. But I do like it when I see someone who is transgender really commit to it and really try to the best of their own financial ability. Mark Norman used to have a great joke about that, where he was like, people say this one's brave, she's just rich or whatever, But I like to see somebody try, which this host in China is doing. And this is kind of like, I guess, a Chinese American Idol in a way. I don't know if that's what it is, but let's give everyone a taste of this. If you don't know who these people are, this will be cultural prediction here. This will be more common. We are going to find people that are deformed, because this is kind of the final phase of society where it's really the barbarism is coming. Every week I try not to do this, by the way. Like every week I go, I drive here and I go, I know why I'm not as big as like other people. It's just because it's like, how much can you take of this, right? Like even me sometimes, right? I'm like, how much can I take? Like I want to do other things. Like I had a nice Friendsgiving. I talk about that. I could talk about entertaining. I like throwing parties and seeing people get together. Who cares, right? But I get it. Like I was like, today on the way here, I was like, I'm not going to do the whole, it's the fall of the empire is falling in a cloud. I'm not going to do it. But sometimes I don't want to do it. But it's now what is there. It's so if it's, it's hard to infer anything else from the news is my point. It's difficult. I tried to infer. We're going to go later. Fox News literally has an article that's like, here's how you can have a Thanksgiving without killing people that you know. Because they're so used to the people that watch Fox News as being like, I guess, like monsters, that they literally every line is like, well, you don't keep a loaded gun at the table. Like it's such a crazy article. But what I mean here about Xiao Xiao and Wu Long, and I think why they're an important, I know that, even as I say this, it seems insane. But what's important about Xiao Xiao and Wu Long is that I believe what's coming is a real fascination with deformed people, kind of freaks. It's going back to the 1920s as it was in the beginning, as it shall be in the end. I believe we are going back to the kind of tent era, depression tent era, carnival sideshow circus. This is what I believe. This is kind of the final form of a lot of the trends that we've seen on the internet. These people are probably being abused, they're being used, but they're getting their fame. And, people are going to say this is a good thing. People people debate this. They go, these people are being abused. And then other people go, no, they're not. They love it. And no one knows what's going on because no one lives in this crazy province of China. But I think her family's probably like, we're making a little bit of money here. People like this. She's an oddity. She's an oddity. Mm-hmm. And this was the thinking behind the freak show, right? This person is an oddity, but why not pay money to see them? Because, so this is what a lot of TikTok has become. We are putting humans on display and human oddities, and we are marveling at them. We're gawking. And the latest manifestation of this is Xiao and Wulong, who, by the way, I feel an affection for both of them, and I enjoy what they're doing. Xiao is kicks and hits because she's often angry at others, which I often feel very enraged, and I feel kind of envious of her ability to kind of Wulong, her friend, who I've read about them for several hours, and Wulong, I'm at a party. It's funny, I had this Friendsgiving, and you talk. What I like about it is you don't talk to anyone for that long. You do your little thing with everybody. You go over to Caitlyn Jenner. How are you? She's talking about patriotism. Love it. Go over to Barry Weiss. What's your deal? The Jews? Good. Moving on. We go over to Tana Mojo. Like her? What's going on with the pussy? You just quick in and out. Bobby Lee, lovely to meet your girl. This one, that one. Santino, a bunch of people came. But for a lot of the party, I was reading about Xiao and Wulong because I'm transfixed. And they said this all started because Xiao, they were doing some type of benefit for Xiao. They brought her out. She sang a song, or people liked it. Supposedly Wulong only spoke one word before she started doing social media. These are the Chinese D'Amelios. You know how we have Charlie D'Amelio and Dixie D'Amelio? This is what they have. And I take these two over the D'Amelios any day of the week. Without further ado, if you don't know them, you will. They're going to be household names. Is this show part of the problem or part of the solution? I don't know. I don't know if there's a real difference. Xiao and Wulong.
唱唱唱，哇，好听，来唱。啊，来嘛，唱。哦，我爱你，我爱你，我也爱你哦呀，真的是。
Now, if that's what Wonka was, I'd watch it. Xiao and Wulong, find them, support them on all their channels. Wulong doesn't sing often. She's chill, but she does sing sometimes. This is what's happening. This is where life is going.